Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Total Football Talk. We're going to look at all the latest news and transfer news flying out of Manchester United at the minute, and there's absolutely bucket loads. We'll look at what the latest is with Onana, Antony, Rasmus Højlund, and we'll also have a little bit of information that's coming out, breaking in regards to Kobbie Mainoo. But yeah, we'll start off with the news around Onana. Onana has been kind of made surplus to requirements. Ruben Amorim has put him on the bench, and we're getting the news from Indicator that Real Betis have made inquiries for Onana. Get your thoughts in below. What do you think? Do you think we should keep Onana? Do you think we should move him on? Do you think there's anything in him? Are we missing anything? Has he got the opportunity to game season 3 to come in and actually make a difference? We know that Bienda is a better shot stopper and he's better with his feet at the minute, but he's not very good on crosses. Onana's marginally better, but he's also proved that he can flap at things too. We need a goalkeeper who can do both, and that is the reason why Sammy Lemons is someone that we're currently looking at. But that is the news coming out about Onana at the minute. He is being looked at by Real Betis. They want to get him on a loan deal, and Manchester United could potentially go for this. They definitely won't go for a loan deal with Antony, but we'll get into that later. But a loan deal for real for Onana at this particular situation at this particular time could work well for Manchester United. Get him off the books, get some of the wages off the books, and give him the opportunity and a window to go and prove himself somewhere else, and maybe we can get a deal done next season. But yeah, as I said, we're bringing in the goalkeeper. It needs to be done very, very quickly so we can move on to other deals. Otherwise, we're in massive trouble because that midfield is the polo, the mint with the hole. But let's move on to the next little bit, and that brings us into the midfield situation, which is being reported by The Athletic that Kobbie Mainoo is open to leaving Manchester United, although there are not many options ahead of the current transfer market closing. So Kobbie could leave, but where would he go? Who would buy him? How much would he go for? I think if anyone, and we know from the past, Chelsea and 60 million is kind of a figure and a club that's been bantered around. Would you like, good people, would you like to see Kobbie Mainoo go for 60 million? Would you like to see him taken off our roster of midfield players? We've already lost Toby Collier. We know that Casemiro can pick up the odd yellow card and red card. We know that Bruno isn't a midfielder. And we know that Ugarte isn't quite up to speed yet and he's struggling a little bit. Where does that leave us with Kobbie potentially going? I already spoke about the academy side of things yesterday and what he means in terms of, a youth product being part of our system for 87 years. We cannot let that go. Kobbie could be part of a transitional period where Ruben Amorim could end up losing that record, which I hope he doesn't. Kobbie's an excellent midfielder with a very, very high ceiling, and I think given the opportunity, he could come in and do a brilliant job for us with the right player alongside him. But I don't know. I don't think that's Bruno. I don't know if it's Ugarte. Maybe they need more games together, but only time will tell. But yeah, Kobbie potentially on the move. I don't think so. For me, no. I think he'll stay. Will he sign the new contract? I hope so. Apparently, he's got 2 years left on his current contract, plus a plus one on his well, so technically 3 years. So we could command a good fee for him, but I just can't see him leaving anytime soon. Maybe this is something to revisit next year if Kobbie doesn't really get game time, but I think he will get game time this particular season. And I just hope when he does, he grabs it by the scruff of the neck, goes out there, commands his place, and doesn't let it go. Now, this is, and then sticking around on the midfielder situation, also from the Athletic, United signing a midfielder is not guaranteed. Adam Wharton and Morten Homeland are admired, but no interest has been advanced. So we are running out of time in terms of being able to do deals. 6 days left, I think, in the transfer run, or 7 days left, where, it finishes next Monday, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Everything needs to be done. Can we get Adam Wharton in? I don't know. Big deal, complicated deal, probably not. Homeland, the same, I don't know. Are we Are we going to throw all our, eggs into the Belieber basket again and go flat out over the next couple of days? I don't know. Oh, what I do know is we've got to get Sammy Lemons, the goalkeeper, signed today. It's got to be here we go so we can start moving on and trying to figure out this midfield, because it is a massive, massive problem. If we don't fix it, boy, oh boy, we're in trouble. Okay, swiftly moving on to the next little bit. And Antony, Manchester United are expected to hold firm on considering a permanent sale rather than a loan deal for Antony. We know that Real Betis really are keen on a loan deal. We know they've been trying to get creative. They want to do the deal in a creative manner that allows them to bring in Antony for next season, because they say they haven't got the money. They haven't got the money for that, and they're trying to get Andrea Onana from us. Do us a good deal, and we will sort you out with Andrea Onana. It's very, very simple and simple business, terminology. You kind of help us with one thing, and we'll help you with something else. So I'm kind of hoping that there is, some information that comes out later today or that tomorrow, that a deal can be done, that Antony can move on, because he's part of that so-called, I'm not going to use the word, but everyone's calling them what you know what they're being called. And I just would prefer not to call them that. They're just players who need to move, and hopefully we can get deals done for them very, very quickly. Okay, moving on to Rasmus Højlund. Napoli are confident to get Rasmus Højlund deal done, and talks are in the final stages, along with a buy option to become mandatory, for a fee of 45 million euro package. Contract to run until 2030. Rasmus is waiting on terms for agreement with Manchester United. So, looks like Rasmus has maybe agreed and is happy to go to Napoli, and I think it's a good decision. It's a brilliant team for him. It's a team that's doing well, and they're going to be fighting for the title again. They're going to be fighting on all fronts in Europe too. So he's going to get the opportunity to show the striker that he was. Didn't quite work out at United. I wish him well. I think there's a really good player in him, and I'd love to see the kid go on and prove everyone, and just show that he was capable. As I said, first season, great flashes. Second season, really, really struggled. That happens to a lot of players in the Premier League, especially when they're young. It's much harder in season 2. And that's where we are with that particular news. And I'd just be interested to see what else comes from this. Okay, guys, as a really fast roundup this morning, I've literally just flew through everything. We have Grimsby tomorrow night. And fingers crossed that we can find a way to get through that and score some goals, because otherwise it's going to be, very, very, oh god, it could be a dodgy, few days up until the Burnley game. But okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to cut it short on this one. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the old like button. Please hit the subscription. If you've got any comments on anything I've talked about, would you like to see Andrea Onana go? Would you like to see him stay? How much do you think we should get for him? Do you think a loan deal is acceptable? Kobbie Mainoo, stay or go? For me, I would love to see him stay. United not guaranteed to sign a midfielder. We have to. Antony has got to go on a permanent deal, and Rasmus, good luck to him. I hope he does well at Napoli. But that is all the information that we have at the minute. Thank you very much for joining me. Slightly shorter video this morning. I've got to run out the door, and I will be back tomorrow with some more news. Okay, guys, speak to you soon.